Good morning. Okay, again. Wait for the image. Good morning. I think I'm connected here. It's Monday. It's Monday, October 11th, 2021. My name is Jerry Morgan. We are here to practice Yang Style Taiji. I'm going to make an adjustment in the lighting here. Hang on a sec. There we go. I had looked at what we've been doing with this session and with Yang Style in general, as well as what's next, right? And we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. One of my goals, and just so it's clear, one of my goals with this class is to offer the opportunity to follow along. It's recorded intentionally so that you can play it back. If we were in person, there would be question and answer after we practice. So we practice a little bit, there's an opportunity to ask questions. There is that opportunity, but you got to do it through chat. It's not an in-person thing. And I'm happy to answer questions. There is also the opportunity to play it back. And to that end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start giving a little bit more, both in this class and in the other two, Wudang Taiji and Wudang Taiji Sword. But I'm going to have a portion of the class be more analysis. So a little bit more talking about what we're doing, and then putting that back into context. What happens over time is that will build up. So not worrying about this particular move today if we're not covering it today, great. If we're covering it today, you're going to be way better at it by the time we're done. All right, let's do basic stretch first. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Shoulders down and relaxed. Open the arms, wiggle fingers, bend the knees, wiggle toes. Smile. Hand circle to the front. Back around both sides. Up along center line. Extend out over the legs. Reach up. As you reach up, keep the shoulders down. One more time. Elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. And relax the shoulders again. I was actually, some of the things I've been promising are actually materializing, y'all. I was doing a bunch of work on my website yesterday and the day before, and I'm going to do some more today. And then there's a bunch more that needs to get done but you can kind of see where I'm going, and I was pleasantly surprised how it worked out. I really was. So the video library has been started, okay, and some of what's here in this class will be part of that. Still working on it. Alright, for this class, one of the things that I want to point out, and I'm going to do this a little bit because my legs are tight, from Qigong class last week. Alright, so feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, so double width, and toes turned out just a little bit. I'm going to do just a little bit of this cloud hands. Alright, and you go ahead and bring the arms up. Alright, so I'm going to turn to my left, you turn to your right, because I'm going to talk while we're doing this. Alright, and turn. Come across. This is from Yang Style. We're working on Yang Style. Alright, sink. Like there's a chair behind you, but there's not. Seriously. Use the knee, keep the knee within the foot. The knee turns around the foot, it doesn't go beyond it. So, inside of the foot to the outside of the foot, and that's it. Alright, now, as I had started to say, and decided I was going to do this while I was talking, for Yang Style Taiji, welcome to advanced class. Do something. For Yang Style Taiji, the exercise that I do at the beginning of most classes, that basic stretch, is something that I learned from my very first Yang Style teacher. There is an entire set. I have taught that entire set. I don't want to take up everyday class time with that full set. It takes a bit of work. It's a very good set for beginner level because it takes apart, just like I was talking about a minute ago, it takes apart the fundamental movements that we need to pay attention to, including what I'm doing right here, so that we can practice at a reasonable level and develop the skill to practice at a higher level. And center. Alright, let go of that. Alright, so I'm going to get a sip of coffee. And then I'm going to explain this real quick, just because. And then we're going to practice. Alright, so with my thinking, right, with beginner level, it's important to move slowly. Everything moves slowly. Not only the movement, but the teaching and the introduction of material. Things move along at pace. They're not too quick. Take your time. We'll get there. Alright? That's true. It should be that way, because that's what's needed. Okay? Advanced class says, you've already done that, now we're going to do something else. And the something else requires all of that and a few more things. So as I walk into advanced class, as I walk into a beginner class, my expectation is that during the class, My expectation as a teacher, during the class, I'm going to move from some very simple things, basic stuff, to moderately difficult. A little bit. Depends. It could be strictly fundamentals and then it's going to be real easy. It could be fundamentals plus a little bit more. And then it'll take a little bit more effort. A little bit more material would be presented, right? For advanced class, my expectation is walking in the door knowing all of that. Yeah. Hello. So, I don't pay as much attention to that let's move along slowly. Here. Let's get to work. This is from, so we're going to go through this. I'm not going to go fast. Nice and even. Yang style. Nice and even. And just follow along. We'll go through from the ending of part 1. Feet about shoulder width apart. Crossing hands. Right hand on the outside. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Turn. Step. Brush knee. Grasp the bird's tail. On the 45. Push. Turn. Turn the toes on the right foot. Push out to the right. Circle. Come around. Fist under the elbow. Push back the monkey. And hold the ball. Step behind. Diagonal climb. Shift. Raise your hands. Turn. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Step up. Needle at C-bottom. Step through, fan through the back. Turn around, hold fists. And chop. 1, 2, 3. And down. Come around. Circle. Left downward. Parry. And punch. Keep going. Shift back. Ward off left side. Step through. Ward off right side. From the very beginning. Ward off. Pull down. Press. And push. Keep going. Turn around. Single whip. Now we have a change. Cloud hands. And single whip again. Alright, relax. I talked about this on Gets Coffee. It's Monday morning. I talked about this before with the idea that we have quite a bit of repetition in Yang Style Taiji. There's value to it. There's a lot of value to it. It gives us insights that we wouldn't have without it, and it asks us to develop a discipline that we wouldn't have without it. You really have to remember where you are. You really do. Alright. So I just mentioned that. Okay, I've been practicing for years, so it's not a problem. But I remember when I was learning, and it's the reason I'm talking about it, I remember when I was first learning, I would get confused. What am I supposed to do next? There'd be this long sequence, like we just did, grasp the bird's tail, where it's repeated in more than one instance. Oh yeah, we're going to see it again. And okay, what comes at? But that came. No, this one comes next. What comes next? Right? It takes a little bit of practice to get. Okay, now I'm going to do all of this, and then this thing is different. I'm going to do all of this, and this other thing is different. Right? That's one of the things that I value the most about what I've learned through my Yang Style Taiji practice, is that insight. How do I put those pieces together? And how do I take them apart? That's also part of our study. So we start out, I'm going to learn how to put all of these pieces together. We start out. And then as we practice, we develop some skills, we get good at putting the pieces together. And then we start taking them apart. So what does this do? Oh, what can I do with this? Oh, that works pretty nice. How about this? Oh, that's interesting. And it can be a combination of a particular movement with a particular dynamic, a particular set in form, or it can simply be the realization that the dynamic exists, that there is more to the movement because of the way that we are moving. All right. So, for this morning, we have this whole long sequence. We've started through and we get, I've got this right now. Okay. We've turned and we've come back now, and we are ready to do something a little bit different, right? As we come around, we're here. Fist, palm, up, and down. Circle. We've seen this before, huh? At the end of part one, deflect downward, parry, and punch. The difference this time, all right, let me back that up for a second. From brush knee. I was looking for, I really was looking for where I was going to start. From brush knee. Step up. Kneel at C bottom. Pull up. Step through. Turn. Come around. Hold fist. Okay? We stopped here. Keep going. Downward, 2, 3. Come around. Deflect downward, parry, and punch. Okay? Let me do that again. Knee, let's see bottom, fan to the back. I'm going slow. As I come around, left toes turn, set back on the left, and settle in on the left. If I wanted to bring my right up, I could. I don't want to, but I could. It's there. Alright? Come around 1, 2, 3. Down, pull in. Now move. Transfer the weight. Up until we start forward, there's no weight transfer really. It's pretty much you're on your back foot with that. Excuse me. Alright, that's the idea. Alright, so as we're turning here, set, now start forward, okay? From fan to the back. Turn. And chop. 1, 2, 3. And down. Set. Turn. Go. Step through. Alright. This would be the in-person time for me to turn around and say, okay, y'all, you'll do it. Let me watch and we'll see where there's an issue. It can't. So, we're going to keep going. The next move takes us into a long repetition. And it's just a step through subtle move, but it matters in that we should pay attention to what it is we're actually doing as opposed to what it appears to be that we're doing. Let me show you, and I'm going to go this way. Alright, we just did deflect downward, parry, and punch. Now I'm going to step through, grasp the ward off, pull down, grasp the bird's tail. Alright, I'm going to do that again. Step through, ward off. Right? No, not right. This side got left out. Don't leave it out. Which way am I going? I'm going to go this way. Alright, yeah, there we go. Alright, this side. Pay attention. As I step forward, left hand. Open. Ward off, pull down. And step through. Grasp the bird's tail. The transition, at the beginning we start out here. Yeah, I know I need to stop moving around. Thank you. Alright, we start out here and shift left to open right, and then we step through on the left. This idea that we have here, open on the right, this is ward off, okay? So as I open, I have this idea on the right side. Here, as I start to step through, I have that idea on the left side. This is ward off. Needs to be there. Everything else is, let me get this coffee. Then I'm going to stand still. I'm sorry. This new format has me, I'm going to say energized, I guess, that I'm going to work this way. It's, it's working. All right, so I tried a couple things. This is working. All right, so as we're practicing, paying attention to the meaning behind the movement, that this hand here, left hand, as we step through, is active, that there's something going on that we need to pay attention to it. It's not just, okay, well, I'm going to put my hand down for a minute, and I'm not doing anything. Yes, you are. All right, from crossing hands. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Sink. And turn. Turn the waist, relax the breath. Use the legs. Push. Both hands to the right. Turn. Make sure you turn the foot. Turn that left foot so that you can make the turn. And step back. 1, 2, 3. Hold the ball. Step behind. Watch where you place your heel. Turn. In. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Step up. You need to let see bottom. Step through. Fan through the back. Turn. And chop. 1, 2, 3. You deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Ward off left side. Open. Step through. Ward off right side. Pull down left. Press. Push. Turn, single whip. Turn the toes. Hold. And relax. Alright, the next move, yes, we're doing it today. I started this class with a warm-up set that is fundamentally cloud hands. It's right side, left side, is outward movement cloud hands. There's inward and outward, there's a bunch of exercises with that. In Yang Style Taiji form, the next move that we have is cloud hands. Alright, now, both hands move. One takes the upper, one takes the lower. And the family jewels are important if you have them. If you don't, it's still important. It really is. Me. should I need it, there is an opportunity to come across here to move something out of the way, right here. Okay? So there's a foot, and it goes that way, and the person flies back that way, and they go bye-bye, and I go the other way. Right? Yeah, this is, okay, kicks are targeted, and we also want this idea as we're here, as we come across, right? That you can protect your knee as well. So anything in this range, pretty much. As this comes across, we have pull. We also have this cloud hands I talked about before. Has the 4 cardinal applications for Tai Chi. Ward off, pull down, press, and push. Pang Yu Jian. All of them are part of cloud hands. In this move, we pay attention to both hands with the idea that both hands are working all 4 of those applications. Okay, so let's cloud hands. Single whip. I'm going to watch one time and move it together. Single whip, turn the toes, come across. Both hands stay connected. Both hands are working. Both hands stay within the space of your, relax for a minute. Both hands stay within the space of your own torso. Turning, using waist, gives you a greater range of movement. As this hand comes across, pay attention to the palm turning. Now, the arm turns actually. Drop the elbow, turn the arm. Turn. Ward off, press, pull down, push. Ward off, press, pull down, push. Both hands work together all at the same time. All right, let's put this back into this last part of the form from needle at sea bottom. Step through and back. Turn. Hold fist and chop. 1, 2, 3. Pull down. Deflect down. Parry. Step through. Punch. Ward off left side. Pull down right. Slight turn. Step through. Ward off. Pull down. Pull down. Press. Push. Turn. Single whip. And turn to the front. Right hand drops, left hand comes across. Toes turn in. Left hand on the top, right hand on the bottom. And step, both feet parallel. Step out with the left as you turn to the right. And turn again, turn to the left, release the right. And again, turn to the right. Release the left. And step. Turn the toes on the right. Shift, reach out, single whip. Alright. Footwork will take you so many places. Alright, as we move through clown hands, there's an opposition to, and I'm going to go that way. Alright. All my weight's over here on my right. Where am I going to go, right? Left, right, close, open, close, open, each time I move through, one cycle, I also complete one step. So here, less weight on this foot, extended to this direction, solid here, so that I can close this foot. As I come to the other side, right? I'm playing with this, all right? As I come to the other side, I've got balance to move the foot to be more open. Under, not over. So the stepping takes us under, not over. Alright, let's do just a little bit of cloud hands and then we'll put it back in for one more time. Cloud hands, just cloud hands. Okay, so I'm going to start out over here, cloud hands. Pay attention to the timing. Where's your hand, where's your foot? Pay attention to how smoothly you can turn and how you can manage the transition from one leg to the other without changing your weight. Nothing, just move the feet. Everything else stays the same. It's harder than it seems. Alright. Cloud hands. Turn to the left, right hand up, left hand down. And turn to the right, sink into the right. Close left, and turn. Stay down. Pull across, and push down. And you pull across, and push down. Across, both sides. Left side, right side, left side, right side. Keep your weight. The only thing that changes is where your foot is. One more. And come to center. Alright, relax. As we do this kind of exercise where the focus is on whole movement and paying attention to some things that are a little bit more esoteric is a good word. They're not so obvious. Right? The idea that we're able to turn as we're moving, that this supporting leg gives us sufficient strength to complete, strength to the body, to complete the movement, is part of practice, it's part of balance, it's part of placement. Your body has to be in good alignment. No, I have to know where my center is, right? It's part of how we use the movement and how we develop the skill that we want to bring to the movement. Yeah, we're going to do it one more time. Cloud hands is a perfect example of what I'm trying to get at with this. If I don't pay attention, I do not pay attention to the fundamental applications behind the movement, my movement will never be correct. As I step through, I'm going to step through, I'm thinking about ward off as I come to the front. I left out whatever's going on this side. Could be, I could use my shoulder over here. This is a good thing, right? If I needed to. Ward off, and step through. That subtlety, that recognition that there's something there matters to the way in which we move. If we don't know about it, can't do it. All right. One more time from needle at C bottom. Step through, fan through the back, turn, hold fist, and shove. 1, 2, 3. That's really the name. Turn around, hold the fist, and chop. Deflect downward, parry, and punch. Shift back, ward off, left side. Step through, ward off, pull down, right side. Turn, grasp the bird's tail, pull down, press, and push. Turn, single whip, and turn, drop the right, bring the left across, turn the left toes, and cloud hands 1. Step in, open the left, close the right. Turn. Yes, this is the opposite of what we just did. Turn the right toes, set the foot, reach out, hold the hook, single whip. Alright, relax. As we've seen this morning, there are a number of repetitions, and there are some fundamentals that we should pay attention to, or should pay more attention to, as we develop a higher level of practice. So, I'm going to put this back in context for a second. Hang on. Alright, so we took several things apart today. Alright? Turn around and chop. This set is similar in many ways to deflect, downward, parry, and punch. A couple of distinctions, a couple of variations, and I'll pay more attention to those in another class. We also paid attention today to cloud hands, right? And that was usually the two moves that we worked on today. Cloud hands from Yang Style Taiji. Cloud hands from Wudang Style Taiji is a little different, right? From Yang Style Taiji, we're here. All right? And I can go either way, right? This is an exercise. This is a good exercise. All right? As we practice the individual movements, we can take them apart. We pay attention to what's the foot doing, what's the hand doing, what's the body alignment, where's the energy going, what's my waist doing. We pay attention to all the little things. And then we put them back together to practice. The basic classes, basis of movement, fundamentals for breathing, fundamentals for movement. Put your foot here, move here, go here, do this, right? How do I move generally? This is basic level. As we move into more advanced practice, bring all of that with. The focus for me in these sessions is going to be on a little bit more of that advanced explanation, as well as moving things along. There's a lot more to cover. Let's do just because, one more time, from crossing hands. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Crossing hands. Know where it is, know how to find it. And turn. 1. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off. Press. Push on the 45. And turn the toes. Push out. Turn around. Fist under the elbow. Shift back. Push back the monkey. Hold the ball. Step behind. Diagonal flying. Raise your hands. Wide crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Step up. Needle at sea bottom. Step through, fan through the back. Turn around, hold the fist, and chop. 1, 2, 3. Down. Turn. Step through. Shift back, ward off, pull down. Right side, ward off, pull down. And push. Turn around. Single whip. And turn. Cloud hands. 1, 2, 3. Turn the right toes in. Single whip. Open. Stay there. Alright, that is at 2/3 of the way through part 2. There's more. I'm going to be back next week with more. And we start getting some leg work and a little bit more turning next week. Alright. Tomorrow, I'll be here with Wudang Taiji Part 2, advanced class. Taiji Sword from Wudang on Wednesday. Wudang Qigong on Thursday and Friday. I hope you will join me. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.